This is composer Nick Vasallo, and the next piece you'll hear is Inches Away from Freedom. I wrote this piece as an experiment of a new kind of way of writing I want to do. I find that like every couple years or so I kind of shed my skin, so to speak, and I am constantly searching for new ways in saying what I want to say. And I used these 5 musicians, used is a bad word, but I used them kind of as guinea pigs, and they knew it. I kind of, picked 5 friends that were major players in the new music scenes that they're a part of. Gleb Knisevich from the East Coast, a rad composer, performer on the clarinet. John McCowan from the West Coast at Mills College, equally awesome composer, performer. And then I took Andy and Travis, the Living Earth Show guys from San Francisco. And lastly, I took Sam from the tuba doom metal band called Ore in England. So basically I had these 5 forces from all across the globe interpreting a music that I gave them, and the music that I gave them was different than anything I've written. I basically used the left side of the paper, showing them the exact times, so they each had a timeline. And on the right-hand side of the paper, I wrote kind of like descriptions of what I wanted them to do or what I wanted them to picture they were doing, and maybe a couple notes here and there. But essentially, I am entrusting into these musicians sort of what composers used to do back in the day. Because back in the day, in the Baroque era, we just, they gave music to performers, and if they elaborated and embellished, that was their job. But nowadays, look at Ferneyhough's music. He's super duper anal about everything. Every little freaking articulation is on there. And is it exactly what's being played? It's not. So what's the real purpose here, So I'm trying to get back to maybe old school ways and also kind of bridge it towards a new way of thinking. So Inches Away from Freedom is kind of a reaction on what's been going on with how the nation feels about police brutality and all the killings of young black males. There seems to be a lot of upset people and, a lot of chaotic situations going on, but we don't really know how to solve this. We just have a lot of anger. So my idea of this piece is to have these 5 different forces. They're aimless at first, but they kind of find their way, and there's a moment of congruence around the 6-minute mark, so they're all following a clock. So yeah, I hope you like it. You just heard Inches Away from Freedom. This is composer Nick Vasallo, and you're listening to Second Inversion, Rethink Classical.